先請我哋嘅系主任蘇仲慶教授 Professor Su, please.
Thank you, Claire. Very good morning, students and parents. Very warm welcome to ME Info Seminar. I'm Head of Department, Professor Su. Before I pass the floor to my colleague, Professor Lang, who is the program leader, he is going to give you a little bit more detail about our program. Before that, I would like to quickly to go through the background of this department, just in case you are not very fully know this department. So basically, this as one of the three founding departments in this university, our mechanical engineering has the same long history as PolyU. So that is already 87 years. So through the history, our department carry different name to reflect the different job market demand. So start from the automotive repair and overhaul through the product development and marine engineering, and we stabilized in mechanical engineering from 1995. So at the very early beginning, we have already talking about around 20 students each year graduate. Up to today, we moved to today, each year we got around 300 graduate from the undergraduate level to PhD level. So that is already becomes one of the largest, biggest department in PolyU. Of course, that is also in Hong Kong. So that is a very big, very quick snapshot about the ME family today. At this moment, we have 33 faculty members, so that is including the different professor at the different rank. And also we have two excellent supporting team, administrative and also technical team. So altogether, we take care of the student around, so for undergrad student, we have 500 something student up to now. And also we have the PhD student around 230 PhD student. In the middle, we also offer the MSc program. So that is talking about another 200 MSc student. The prestigious of the department cannot be fully measured by the digital number, but I'm still very happy to share with you our standing compared with our global international peer. So globally, we are ranked no matter which rank system. We are always ranked as one of the most premier mechanical engineer school globally. So if you look at the latest figure, so we are according to US News, we are globally number 6, globally 41st the times, and also QS. Now this year we entered the top 50 ME school globally, and also local. So if you look at the local rank, so we are always ranked among the top 3, number 1, number 2, or now number 3 in Hong Kong. So actually, so if you look at our research performance, that is, we already much more excel our sister department, ME department in other local university. So in this department, so we are very proudly to support the so-called the research underpinned teaching. So our research area, that's including our professor do different things, basically from advanced material processing through aerospace engineering, clean energy, battery for electrical car, and robotics. Probably you already saw our ME baby. The robotics is running on campus, and also sound vibrations, thermal fluid combustion. So that is cover almost all the aspects under ME. So we got only 30-something faculty member. However, half of them that is ranked as top 2%, most cited scientist, that is top scientist, that is ranked by Stanford University. So that is to demonstrate that all our professors are doing pretty much very well. So there's a recognized as a leading scholar globally. So they got a very broad research collaboration, very big research network. So locally, we have MTR, we have EMSD, and Huawei, Meidi, and also globally, we have the different collaborators. And also, so in the past 87 years, we already very proudly, we produced around 40K graduate. And this graduate now distributed in different industrial, governor, and administrative, and also finance industry globally, almost at every single corner of the world. So just quickly to show you some very excellent example. So probably you know Bruce Wang. Bruce Wang is our graduate, undergraduate undergraduate program graduate. He received his undergrad degree, so that is from this department 2010. Now he is already becomes a super billionaire in mainland China. Is now he established the one startup, so that is unicorn startup with the market value that is already over 10 billion US dollars. And also Lawrence Poole. So probably some of you already heard about him. He is now head of the emerging technology in MTR. So this already becomes a very high level director in MTR. So that is a senior, just give you two examples. We got many excellent graduate, and also our young graduate, and also very can quickly demonstrate their strong capability and also excellence at the very early career stage, like Alan and also like Vanessa. So probably you already saw her in the video we just played. She used to be the captain for our Formula Racing team. Our student after graduation can quickly secure their job. So that is probably more than 99% student can quickly secure their first job. So ME is always one of the discipline. So for the graduate from that, graduate can quickly secure their job. So our graduate can distribute it almost every single corner in Hong Kong. So that is Cathay Pacific. So just quickly give some name: Cathay Pacific, CLP, Tonggas, almost all the big company you can find ME graduate. Well, during the study, the 4 year with us, so we will offer students a very dynamic campus life. So our ME department is one of the major players in Polyuse E Formula Racing car team, and also we each year we offer the alumni mentorship program and try to link every single student with our alumni. So that is at the different career stage. We ask them to offer their advice to our graduate at the very early stage, and we send the student to outside to attend some different competition, and our students already demonstrate their excellence in different competition. So that is very quick. I'll give you a very quick brief about this department. And now I'm pass the floor to Professor Lang. He is a program leader. He will give you a little bit more detail about the program we are offering to you. Okay, thank you.
Cantonese channel round。OK，大家好，早晨，各位家長，各位同學，咁就我係機械工程學系全日制機械工程學學位課程組合嘅負責人，咁好高興今日能夠可以喺度同大家見面。咁你哋啱啱聽完我哋系主任介紹我哋一啲嘅本學系嘅一啲實力。咁你哋覺得點樣啊？正嘢啊嘛，係嘛？嗱，你哋聰明啦，你哋識得入嚟呢間房嚇。咁當然啦，我哋本學系其實喺過去咁多年嘅發展裏邊咧，其實我哋已經積累一個非常之強勁嘅實力。咁而家我喺度可以同大家介紹下，我哋點樣去利用啲咁強勁嘅實力，然之後轉化為你哋未來嘅子女嘅教學。咁希望可以令大家咧知道多啲一啲係多啲認識啦、了解啦，或者甚至完咗之後，你都可以去我哋樓下嘅 booth 去問我哋嘅同事，或者參加我哋一陣間為你哋安排嘅 lab tour，亦都可以知道多啲嘅。好啦，機械工程係機械工程嗱，基本上點解我哋嘅機械工程嘅實力咁好咧？就因為我哋其實已經係貢獻咗 PolyU 同埋香港嘅經濟發展。自從係85年前，我哋已經開始㗎啦。我哋機械工程學嘅 department 咧，其實就係 同呢個 PolyU 嘅歷史一模一樣，亦都按住唔同嘅時代演變、社會需求，我哋不斷咧去令到自己去增長、去發展，你不斷去切合呢個香港同呢個社會嘅需要。咁所以你見到咧，你嚟得呢間房咧，你哋會去面對一班咧係好有實力、好有基礎嘅一班老師同一個係去為你哋提供一個學習嘅課程。好啦，咁啲勁嘢我就唔再多講啦，因為我哋頭先嘅係主任講晒啦。咁我哋而家咧將我哋嘅焦點咧就擺翻入嚟，關於你哋嘅學習係即係關於我哋點樣去做我哋呢一個叫做機械工程嘅學習課程。第一，俾啲靚嘅你睇下先，靚唔靚啊？靚啊嘛！嗱，如果你入嚟讀咧，呢啲嘢就係你㗎啦。你可以入去呢啲房啦，用呢啲設備啦，然之後咧喺你哋嘅學習裏邊咧，基本上咧我哋已經預備一切非常之現代新嘅設備，無論係實驗室、硬件、機械人嘅一啲嘅學習工具同埋軟件，全部準備好晒俾你。呢個係一個關鍵。OK，好啦，咁既然我哋準備好晒啦，咁你哋準備好未咧？咁第一件事我就問你一個問題啦，咩叫機械工程學喎？咁頭先我同事Karen 講啦，我哋梗係唔會揸住士巴拿螺絲批㗎啦。雖然我都會玩嘅，但係基本上我唔係淨係做啲咁少嘅嘢嘅，我係做一啲係好宏大，然後對社會有益嘅貢獻嘅。我哋期望我哋學生能夠做到呢一點。咁所以咧，你係需要知道咩叫做機械工程係啦。嗱，第一次俾一個好悶嘅定義俾你聽。所有一切你提供嘅服務、設計等等嘅嘢，係牽涉到力同埋啲動作咧。而你最主要咧就睇係關於一啲嘅我哋嘅所謂嘅 physical system。physical system 冇嘢嘅，即係你一嚿嘢擺喺度，你摸到就 physical system 㗎啦。同埋一啲嘅機器咧，而基本上咧，我哋最主要參與咧就係一啲呢啲嘅同呢啲嘢相關嘅活動。而最主要個活動範圍係咩咧？第一，我哋會負責設計；第二，我哋會負責分析去優化；第三，我哋負責諗到點做啦，點樣整佢出嚟 manufacturing。第四，整咗出嚟唔夠嘅，我哋一定要知道佢內容啊嘛，諗辦法點樣令到你做出嚟嘅內容。而我哋所有機械工程嘅畢業生，佢哋全部有機會係要面對對牽涉呢啲所有嘅工作裏邊嘅。哇！咁睇落去好多嘢喎，好複雜喎。咁如果你做到咧，我就恭喜你啦。我唔會話你係神咯，但係我可以話你係可以貢獻到我哋嘅所謂 mobility。mobility 好簡單，即係由一個地方去另一個地方啦，近同遠啦，或者去到另一個國家啦。呢個係機械工程師嘅其中一個好重要嘅貢獻，增加你哋所有工作嘅效率啦，同埋最緊要活得更好，真係活得更好，唔係用口講活得更好。呢個係我哋機械工程師嘅畢業生係獨有嘅貢獻嘅能力。哇，好偉大！點搞啊？係咪要讀好多嘢啊？其實唔係，淨係讀好5樣嘢就得㗎啦。個基礎知識，第一，呢個就係我哋個機械工程學校裏邊嘅5大基礎嘅知識範圍。第一，動力學同埋控制 （dynamics and control）。第二係流體力學。第三係呢個材料嘅科學同埋工程。第四係固體力學，同埋第5咧 thermal science 熱力學相關同埋熱傳遞嘅相關課程。你學晒呢5樣基礎先，咁咧正如好似我頭先同你有啲嘅嚟個 booth 嘅家長傾過，你學晒呢5樣嘢，即係等於咩啊？你練好咗你嘅九陽神功啦。係九陽神功我哋知咩嚟㗎啦？有睇金庸都知㗎啦，係咪啊？咁你當你練好你嘅九陽神功之後咧，你就可以揀一個專業嘅工業範疇去投身啦。咁有啲咩工業範疇係可以你哋可以參與咧？第一唔好意思啊，第一基建設備啦。我哋其實喺所有嘅基建設備嘅項目裏邊咧，機械工程師係佔咗一個好重要嘅位置嘅。第二，building services 係一啲譬如屋宇嘅建設嘅服務啦，亦都係我哋機械工程畢業生嘅同學咧，其實參與度係非常之高嘅，因為佢哋能夠識念招嘛， 嚇。第二啲課程咧係識3招到啦，我哋識晒5招。嗱，呢個好重要嘅分別。第三，仲可以做啲咩咧？運輸啦，發電廠啦。嗱，發電廠咧，你唔好笑啊！發電廠都係同電有關啦，但係基本上咧，90%嘅貢獻係嚟自機械工程師㗎，唔係電力工程師啊！我唔發電，佢輸咩啊？佢可以輸電輸去邊啊？我都冇俾電佢啊！電係由我哋嘅機械工程嘅畢業生負責製造出嚟嘅。第四，當然啦，而家大家睇到好流行啦，我哋亦都可以發展一個方向咧，就係多用呢個機械人同埋人工智能去優化我哋而家香港、大灣區同埋呢個世界嘅工業基礎。第五，當然有樣嘢咧，就係香港好特別嘅，因為香港太細，人太多，又車好多啦，污染好犀利啦。咁我哋嘅機械工程師咧喺呢方面污染控制咧，其實過去一路咧，我哋都係好多畢業生喺呢方面嘅貢獻嘅。咁呢個咧就有咁多招啦。咁即係第一，即係你練好九陽神功，咁你然之後咧想咩黯然銷魂掌啊？你打咩嘢都冇所謂㗎啦。我哋保證你一定有能力成功。好啦，咁既然講完咁多嘢啦，咁究竟我噏咗咁多嘢，老實講啲畢業生有冇人要㗎？嗱，你睇啦，你睇，我唔知你哋認唔認到幾多個啦。基本上咧，我哋過去咁多年嘅畢業生所投入嘅公司同埋呢一個呢個工業嘅範疇咧，涵蓋晒全香港所有嘅大大小小嘅公司，譬如政府啦，一啲嘅公共事業啦，譬如煤氣啊、地鐵啦，有一啲嘅世界級嘅顧問公司啦。譬如大家你都知道機場嘅所有嘅服務嘅公司啦 ，HAECO、HASO 啦，當然中電都有啦。除此之外，我哋嘅畢業生亦都可以投入咗好多唔同嘅所謂初創公司嘅，譬如 Aerovision 啦等等。當然呢啲初創公司咧唔係創商㗎啦，佢哋已經成熟咗㗎啦。喺我哋嘅幫助之下，佢變成一間係一個有盈利同埋可以運作嘅公司，全靠我哋俾學生嘅所有啲關於機械工程嘅知識。所以咧，如果你讀呢個課程，你唔使驚冇嘢做，我只不過驚你哋唔知點揀啫。咁啊，呢個往後嘅事啦。好啦，咁我講得咁開心啦，咁亦都有啲好實際嘅嘢啦 ，money 啦嘅問題啦。嗱，呢個咧就係我哋嘅所有以往我哋嘅畢業生嘅大概一個大概嘅 idea，佢哋嗰個可以貢獻嘅所有嘅 business sector。同埋大約佢哋嘅 monthly salary， 即係平均人工嘅大約幾多？咁啊其實我哋咧嗰個平均人工咧就係慢慢咁樣不斷好穩陣咁樣去上揚緊嘅。由2023年到2024年咧，我哋大約升咗6%。咁average salary 大約24,000蚊就去到25,000幾蚊。咁當然咧呢個平均嚟嘅，但係其實我哋有啲學生咧其實都可以攞到一個非常之好嘅薪金嘅。咁所以咧讀我哋嘅課係咧唔擔憂冇嘢做，同埋你會有一個係合理嘅一個嘅收入。好啦，咁講完咁多嘢，最後尾歸翻原本嚇。如果我真係想可以學咁多嘅嘅知識，可以投身去呢啲咁嘅工業，又想賺呢一個咁嘅薪水，我應該點做啊？你淨係記住一個字。JS3741，其他可以唔使記㗎啦。OK，因為咧呢個 JS37 就係我哋呢個 program 嘅 JUPAS 嘅 code。咁咧我哋呢個 program 咧第一件事，我會先以一個組合嘅課程嘅形式去出現嘅。咁基本上點解要咁做咧？因為咧我哋嘅學生嚟自五湖四海，唔同能力，所以咧我哋會喺 Year One 同 Year Two 咧，我哋就會俾佢哋讀同一樣嘢。打好個基礎，方便佢哋可以學到嗰5招九陽神功。學好咗之後啦，咁我哋個學生咧就需要作出佢人生一個好重要嘅抉擇。唔係娶老婆，唔係娶，係你會想攞乜嘢嘅學位？係譬如係我哋嘅最新推出嘅就 IRE 智能機械人工程學啊，定係機械工程學系？跟住然之後，當佢揀咗之後咧。我哋 Year 3同埋 Year 4咧，啲學生就各自根據呢一個佢哋嘅興趣而去選擇。最緊要係冇 quota，你哋自己選擇。OK， 好啦，所以概括嚟講咧，我就係話基本上，如果啲學生揀咗我哋嘅組合課程 JS3741咧，第一時佢會 Year One 讀一啲好大家一啲 common 嘅 subject 啦。如果你揀我哋嘅機械工程學嘅學位，咁咧你就需要讀120，即係讀一堆總共120個 credit 啦，再加埋臨尾咧，你有啲選修嘅科嘅所謂嘅科範圍，就係譬如 aerospace、environmental engineering 同埋 manufacturing material mechanics， 呢一個係一個方法。如果你係揀選我哋嘅IRE 智能機械工程學位咧，你喺臨尾嗰年咧，你就會專攻呢幾大最好重要嘅範疇，對於發展機械人事業嘅，亦都係非常之重要嘅。好啦，咁當然啦，我哋啲學生讀得咁叻，咁有時出嚟做嘢都係需要有啲人承認下㗎，唔緊要嘅，我哋準備好晒㗎啦。香港工程師學會，其實我哋香港工程師學會咧，其實已經係認可我哋嘅課程㗎啦。咁咧，即係話咧，佢已經話我哋啲學生掂㗎啦。咁當然啦，除咗呢樣嘢之外咧，我哋亦都係有好多唔同嘅喺課室以外嘅學習機會，俾啲學生然之後去增加佢廣闊佢哋眼界，去受多啲鹹苦，去見識多啲嘢，點樣去用佢嘅知識去一時實際嘅情況。咁呢度我就唔講晒咁多條先嚇，咁一陣間我可能會再重點再同佢哋講講。好啦，咁既然我話香港工程師學會認可咗我哋嘅課程啦，咁會做乜鬼認可我哋啲課程啫？因為佢哋最重要咧，希望我哋咧香港可以培育到一啲嘅係有質素、專業嘅工程師。OK，而我哋呢啲香港嚟講，我哋叫做 Registered Professional Engineer， 呢個係政府嘅承認嚟嘅，唔係話你話工程師我信你，我要你政府認嗰個我先信你。咁而我哋啲學生通常咧，佢畢咗業之後咧，跟住佢出去做嘢啦，咁多間公司，佢就可能咧會去參加一啲嘅所謂嘅訓練課程 training program， 啲公司俾嘅。而且做完之後咧，佢繼續可以喺業界度服務。當大約係6年到 from graduation 咧，佢就可以要求香港工程師學會考核我啦，過咗關，你就係會有一個接受你做香港工程師學會會員，而你係可以去申請呢個 RPE 嘅，最快6年啦嚇。好啦，好啦。咁當然啦，如果你入嚟咧，咁你學生話好開心啊，好興奮啊，我點樣入嚟啊？我揸住啲咩入嚟啊？好簡單嘅啫，其實我哋啲 pamphlet 已經寫晒㗎啦。第一，你要符合大學嘅所謂嘅 general entrance requirement， 我相信你哋所有仔女都能夠符合㗎啦。跟住咧就4個 core 啦，2個 elective 啦。嗱，呢啲咧就係嗰啲嘅唔同嘅 subject 啦。咁而我哋自己本身落去學校裏邊嘅計數咧，就係會通過呢1、2個嘅計算方法，咁樣去5星星啊，譬如8.5 score point 咁做嘅。然之後咧，通常我哋會點做嘅咧？第一陣我哋會先睇你哋最好嗰5科先啦，我哋接受咗你哋先啦。跟住我哋咧，然之後會去計你哋嘅所謂 reference score。reference score 嘅意思係點樣咧？就係唔同你哋嘅 DSE subject， 我會俾唔同嘅比重你，然之後我哋排隊嚇。咁咧，然之後咧，當然啦，如果你有啲特別嘅好犀利嘅，譬如話你係天下無敵嘅，咁我哋都會考慮嘅，加上去。咁總言之，我哋計晒所有嘢咧，我哋就會再決定收學生。所以你哋一定要係你哋嘅興趣行先嘅。咁我而家可以俾大家一個參考，我哋嘅 reference score， 因為 Best 5冇意思嘅，因為入到嚟呢個先係真正嘅 score， 我哋可以去揀，大約係216.6分。好啦，咁當然啦，除咗 JUPAS 佢哋咧，我哋都會係接受本地學生用其他嘅學歷去報嘅。咁譬如係 GCE A Level 啦，我哋IB 啦，同埋 Associate Degree。嗱，呢個詳細咧我就唔講咁多啦。你哋可以 scan 呢個 QR code，咁咧學校呢一套明白清楚嘅規則，去話到俾你哋聽㗎。好啦，當然啦，我哋都係對一啲嘅好有潛質嘅學生，又揀咗我哋作出一個咁聰明嘅選擇嘅學生有獎勵嘅。 咁咧，譬如我哋有唔同程度嘅唔同類型嘅叫做入學獎學金啦。嗱，譬如係 DSE 攞到呢個分數就有呢個數啦，呢個攞到呢個數有呢個數啦，同埋攞到呢個數就有呢個數啦。咁咧，其他嘅學歷咧就攞到呢啲，你就有呢個啦。咁咧，你哋入嚟咧就好開心咧，好唔使，起碼如果你叻嘅唔使憂第一年嘅學費先啦。呢個係件好事嚟嘅。好啦。咁頭先我講到啦，除咗你基本課堂嘅知識之外咧，我哋其實都有安排同埋鼓勵學活動，學生去參加唔同嘅活動，然之後豐富你成個學習經歷，準備你畢業之後出去捱世界。冇辦法，咁唔緊要嘅，你享受下呢個 PolyUME 俾你嘅學習經歷啦。譬如我哋會好希望我哋嘅學生咧，去喺一個學期裏邊去一個香港以外嘅地方去讀一個學期，呢個就所謂增廣見聞，等佢知道呢個世界除咗香港發生嘅事，都可以明白第二啲地方嘅 culture 啊、文化、做嘢嘅方法等等嘅。咁咧，我哋咧就非常之建議學生去參加呢個所謂嘅 exchange program。嗱，呢隻國旗係真嘅，我哋真係掟咗咁多學生去呢度㗎。OK。第二。咁我哋咧啲學生亦都，譬如啲學生有時話：哎呀，課堂好鬼悶啊！咁我想接受啲挑戰啊。好，你出去參加所有嘅公開嘅，譬如一啲工程比賽同埋設計比賽。而咁多年咧，我哋嘅機械工程系嘅學生未畢業㗎嚇，佢哋都喺唔同類型嘅比賽嗰度咧係攞到一個非常之優異嘅成績。咁亦都係反過嚟咧，對於我哋嚟講，對於我哋嘅教學係一種鼓勵。亦都係一個好清楚嘅一個證據，我哋嘅教學係有效同埋真係幫到學生嘅。好啦，咁當然啦，我哋目標係培育一啲好嘅工程師噶嘛。我唔係淨係想你哋考完試讀完書攞個 A 就算噶嘛，因為你都要準備你哋去參與我哋呢個社會嘅工程方面嘅工作㗎嘛。咁我哋咧亦都每一年咧都會搞一啲叫做 mentorship dinner。我哋基本上咧去揾一啲過去嘅畢業生啦，或者工業界翹楚翻嚟，大家一齊食翻餐飯，介紹下你哋做個配對。咁希望咧，我哋通常咧一個 mentor 會安排幾個學生俾佢，咁起碼佢有一個叫做 the first point of contact，佢可以問一啲關於佢畢業之後嘅工業工作嘅狀況。有第一個 point of contact。好啦，咁我想講嘅嘢就講晒啦。咁我最後咧就希望大家知道個 message 就係你入得嚟呢間房，你作出一個最聰明嘅選擇。第二個聰明嘅選擇咧就係完咗之後咧，你就跟我哋嘅同事去睇 lab tour。第三個聰明選擇咧就去我哋個 booth 度啦，唔需要去其他地方。OK，多謝各位。咁嚟緊咧，可能咧有好多同學會對我哋一個新嘅智能機械人 IRE 呢個 program 可能會有特別興趣嘅。咁我哋請咗我個同事阿 Henry Sang 喺度，可以咧大家講解下關於呢個智能工程學呢個學位嘅一啲嘅詳細。唔該。
好，再次歡迎大家嚟入呢個 Info Seminar。我係呢個全日制智能機械人工程學工學士學位嘅負責 Program Leader 啦。咁首先大家想問一個問題，究竟咩嘢為之機械人？咁我覺得傳統啲，大家可能會攞本字典出嚟查下咩叫 robot 啦。咁而家年輕人有可能有另外 option，就會唔會上 Google 打呢個字 search 下究竟係點解？或者再新款啲，會唔會用下 ChatGPT？究竟咩叫 robot？咁其中一個 definition 咧，有人係咁講嘅，就係一個 robot 就代表一啲可以編程啊、多功能嘅機械啦，咁就可以做一啲搬運一啲物件啊、材料啊、工具啊，去做一啲特定嘅任務 task。咁佢其實可以做好多唔同大大小小嘅項目啦。咁大家有人喺裏邊有人諗到，會唔會一啲比較大型機械臂可以喺一啲工業裏邊幫手去做一啲生產啊、起車啊、起飛機啊？因為人唔能夠拎起，但係機械臂可以做到呢樣工程。咁另外一個會唔會有啲比人做得更快嘅，可以做一啲執物件，可以喺條輸送帶可以很快咁樣幫我哋擺落個箱，咁可以送貨。再新穎啲嘅，會唔會可能用啲機械臂再加啲車仔，可以將一啲唔同嘅貨件可以由一個地方搬到去另一個地方？ 如果大家個思想仲係停留緊機械人，淨係有呢啲咁嘅應用咧，咁就其實你都可以再了解多啲啦。咁其實而家睇到機械人其實應用係好廣泛嘅。喺運輸方面，咁頭先大家睇到個 definition 啦，我哋講緊一啲可編程嘅嘢就屬於機械人嘅。咁傳統啲有人睇緊一啲車啊，或者一啲火車啊、地鐵啊，其實都要行軌嘅。咁而家可能見到一啲唔需要行軌嘅，再加埋係無人駕駛嘅。究竟點解呢啲車可以自己喺條路面上面唔會撞到車，唔會撞到人啊？而佢係可以自己完成一個任務。頭先講過可以編程，因為有編程裏邊，咁其實呢啲都係算係一個機械人嚟嘅。咁再新穎啲，會唔會一啲可以空中的士啊？其實都係同機械人相關嘅。喺空中裏邊，其實交通裏邊雖然好似好大，咁其實如果有好多架無人的士喺上面控制，其實會唔會撞啊？喺物流業，大家而家都好方便啦，上網訂購，訂完件貨，究竟點樣可以送到屋企啊？可以有啲無人嘅車仔，有人好快就送到屋企。再或者有可能香港都講緊一啲低空經濟，會唔會用啲無人機就可以將一件貨送到你屋企？再睇落去啦，機械人可以喺工業上面用到嘅。咁譬如好似鋪磚啊、鋪一啲牆壁啊，會唔會而家可以用一啲機械人可以幫手啊？大大小小嘅物件可以點樣由一個地方搬運？會唔會用啲機械狗可以幫我做啲搬運嘅工作？喺服務業啦，大家有人去餐廳都見到而家好多一啲唔同嘅機械人幫你，當你點咗單，佢就已經送到去台面。去到商場唔識路嘅，咁可以問下啲機械人究竟點樣去你間鋪頭。再睇落去啦，喺醫療方面都有好多機械人嘅應用。咁好似唔好彩嘅，如果有機會真係要去到做手術嘅，有啲機械人可以幫你做一啲微創手術，咁你就會唔會可以恢復翻更快啊？咁譬如復康方面，其實如果受咗傷嘅，可以透過一啲機械人可以令你恢復得更快啊。好似去到醫院裏邊一啲送藥啊，一啲長者嘅一些同長者嘅互動，其實都會用到機械人嘅。再睇落啦，最近大家都知有天災啦，咁如果當唔好彩嘅水浸，咁我哋聽到呢個新聞都有呢個吸水嘅機械人都可以幫手去清潔啲水啦。再講到如果有火災嘅，咁其實可能入去比較困難嘅，消防員都有危險嘅，會唔會派一個機械人入去可以幫手去救火啊？咁公眾衛生之前早期大家都知有呢個COVID 啦，咁點樣可以保持一啲公眾嘅地方乾淨啊？會唔會有一啲可以消毒嘅機械人啊？喺車廂裏邊啊，喺機場都會用到呢啲消毒嘅機械人。跟住再睇落去啦，機械人其實唔止應用喺一啲咁嘅場面嘅，日常生活都會發現開始見到更多嘅機械人。好似大家將來會唔會啦嚇？當你肚餓嘅，其實唔需要你父母幫你煮飯，其實有個機械人已經可以幫你煮飯啦。譬如打蛋啊，攞一啲好趣味嘅嘢，其實機械人而家都可以做到呢個工作。抌垃圾啊，再好似睇下電視，其實可能啲春節晚會啊、機械人嘅運動會啊，大家都開始見到有好多唔同大大小小機械人，其實喺我哋日常生活出現啦。咁其實睇到咧，我哋機械人嘅發展其實都好成熟或者好快速嘅。咁由傳統嘅機械人，可能兩個轆到而家一個人形嘅機械人。咁其實發現到機械人嘅發展有啲咩兩方面啊？第一方面，其實機械人就做得越嚟越可以做一啲好精細啊、一啲好複雜嘅情況。另一方面，見到機械人其實越嚟越聰明嘅。其實呢兩點就正正同我哋個 program 兩個字相關。點為之 intelligent 智能機械人？咁喺硬件發展方面，見到透過一啲硬件嘅發展，機械人就可以做得一啲更複雜、更細微嘅工作。而智能可以透過一啲人工智能啊、一啲機械學習方法，就可以令到機械人可以做得更加聰明，完成嗰個任務。咁我哋呢個課程最主要就係其實工程課程其實最主要包含呢4方面嘅知識，但係其實我哋會點樣運用理論係機械工程、電機工程、控制學同埋人工智能呢4方面，就可以令到機械人可以應用喺唔同大大小小嘅場景。咁頭先講過呢4個範疇啦，咁其實大家有人都未必有好清楚究竟呢4方面讀呢個 program 其實學啲乜嘢。咁我用一個好簡單嘅例子俾大家去理解，其實嗰4方面機械、電子、控制同埋人工智能點樣可以令到機械人去一個完成任務。第一方面喺硬件嘅，好似一個人形機械人，咁你可能想叫佢做一個好簡單嘅任務，點樣用一個機械臂可以完成呢件拎起一個好細微嘅 block 可以搭上去做一個 stacking 咁樣啦。咁可以睇到其實一個機械臂其實點樣設計啊？咁其實如果我想要多啲自由度，其實係咪可以加多個 join 落去，加多個一個摩打，加多少少嘢，其實係咪可以做得更加複雜咧？其實呢啲就係硬件上面嘅發展啦。另一方面，其實點解可以完成呢個任務啊？喺機器人可以見到有摩打，呢啲其實要用電啦。其實再加埋喺個頭裏邊，有人有啲相機啊、一啲感應器啊，隻手其實 掂唔掂到個物件啊？其實呢啲 sensor 啊、傳感器啊，其實都有好多信號，其實傳來傳去。信號裏邊其實點樣去做一個處理，令到一個相機裏邊我知道其實件物件喺邊個位置。第三方面控制學咧，咁就簡單啦。咁就其實當你隻手要控制嘅，咁呢個機械臂、機械人點樣去可以好精準咁樣拎起隻手移到去個位置，拎起件物件而唔會整爛件物件。呢啲其實要一個好精準嘅控制學嘅知識啦。咁最後啦，人工智能咁就其實代表喺個機械人嘅腦啦，或者每個人嘅腦裏邊，其實我點樣可以完成呢個任務啊？究竟我係咪喺台面有好多唔同嘅 block？其實我係應該攞邊個攞近啲嗰個啊，定係攞一個容易啲攞就唔會冧？咁呢啲各方面呢4方面知識，其實講緊當我哋要用一個機械人去完成一個任務，其實最主要係包含呢4方面知識。咁當你哋嚟我哋讀呢個課程，其實最主要我哋都係唔同嘅學科都係包含呢4方面嘅知識嘅。咁我哋嘅課程最主要都希望可以培育同學仔喺知識方面、技能方面同埋價值方面都能夠成為一個將來嘅領袖喺呢個機械人呢個行業嘅。咁大家聽完咁多機械人嘅應用，其實會唔會開始會諗到你都有個 idea 想將機械人應用喺唔同嘅地方啊？咁其實呢個 program 其實好適合你啊！咁大家記住，其實想讀呢個智能機械人課程咧，其實我哋係 under 呢個 JS3741嘅。咁就呢個機械工程學嘅一個綜合課程裏邊，其中一個課程就係我哋呢個智能機械人課程嘅。咁我嘅分享都係到呢度啦。